My name is Richmond Kennedy Kwaku. I'm the director here at Plastic Punch and in-country manager for the PROTEGO project.
My name is Tiasuma Mensah Moro, and I'm a data analyst with Plastic Punch.
Hi, my name is Spencer Awatri, project coordinator with Plastic Punch.
PROTEGO is the prevention of marine litter in the Gulf of Guinea. It is a 3-year project funded by the Federal Ministry of Environment, Nature Conservation, Nuclear Safety and Consumer Protection in Germany, with adelphi as leads in Germany, and with Plastic Punch and the Ghana Cleaner Production Center over here in Ghana, as well as our partners in Nigeria, the Nigeria Climate Innovation Center and Waste Africa. PROTEGO has 4 work packages to be implemented in Ghana and Nigeria. As part of work package 1, we mapping out hotspots and pretty much understanding what is polluting, who is polluting, what the pollutants are in these communities that we are working. In Ghana, we are working in Adan and Tema. Adan because it is a biosphere very rich in flora and fauna and biodiversity, and Tema as well because of its archetype and its industrial nature. We deployed 2 methodologies, that's the source to sink as well as beach sampling, to be able to understand what the pollutants are so that we can be able to intervene with innovations and solutions in work package 2 of the PROTEGO project.
The source to sink methodology covers the origin of waste generation through to the collection and where it ends up eventually. Now, with the methodology applied in this project, what we did is that we targeted the hospitality sector, where we had to target 30 guest houses and hotels. So basically, we just had to run a waste audit in the premises of these hotels and guest houses to see their waste management practices. We decided on using interviews as a means of gathering this data, as well as confirming it with our waste audits that we carried out in these places. What we are trying to do is that we just want to know the number of people that passed through within the year, and most of them confirmed or spoke to the fact that it is usually during weekends that they receive guests, and mostly where they have a lot of people coming in is when the festive season comes around.
In line with this, a beach sampling exercise was conducted at a public access beach at the Old Adan East District Assembly. This sampling exercise was conducted by 14 participants on 3rd April 2025 from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. using the transect method. When we talk about the transect method, it basically means marking a demarcation of which portion the waste will be collected. After the waste was collected, this waste was then sorted and weighed. With the data we found, most of the waste found at Adan was mostly plastic waste, consisting of plastic, wrapping and packaging, PET bottles, disposable cutlery, disposable cups, and other forms of plastic. Some other items found during the sampling exercise were textiles and glass and ceramics. Yes, but mainly it was comprised of plastic waste. From Adan, we moved to Tema, where we conducted the beach sampling exercise at the Regional Maritime University on the 9th of April and Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority on the 22nd of April to conduct the same activities for the beach sampling exercise we did at Adan. The transect method was used in all 3 locations. For Adan, we used dimensions of 30 meters length and 5 meters width. For RMU and Ghana Ports and Harbour Authorities, we used dimensions of 10 meters length and 5 meters width.
The waste that is collected over 24 hours is what we came in, the team being from Plastic Punch and Ghana National Cleaner Production Center. We came in for these trash bags, and we had to send them for identification and characterization. In addition to making our waste audit accurate, aside collecting the trash bags for after 24 hours, what we also did was that we ran it twice in a row. That is for 2 consecutive days. And for these 2 consecutive days, we have to emphasize to the hotels that they are strictly to adhere to the protocols and the training that we give them.
Work package 1 of PROTEGO is very much linked and tied to the other work packages. That is work package 2, which is focusing on innovations and solutions to these challenges and problems that the data will be suggesting to us from work package 1. Work package 3 is dealing with policy and policy gap analysis to be able to understand and bridge the gap between finance and also pretty much give an enabling environment for the policy. Work package 4 is focused on raising awareness on these issues in the community so that the community gets to appreciate as much as possible and be part of this change that we seek to create.
Our findings from our interviews conducted as well as per observation indicates that most of these hotels and guest houses are doing waste segregation and sorting. However, because of the lack of adequate infrastructure and the needed value chain to promote circular economy, we would have to introduce technologies and innovations to help make this a reality. What is happening is that these hotels and guest houses end up burning the waste that has piled up and is not being collected and going through the right channels.
The data obtained from the brand audit can be used for private sector engagement, where manufacturers of the top polluting brands are engaged to be a part of the entire life cycle of the products they manufacture, from the production to the distribution and to its waste management. This will help support the extended producer responsibility framework in Ghana.
Most of the data we found from deploying citizen science approaches in both Tema and Adan came out that most of the trash that we are finding is linked to the provision of clean drinking water and food packaging. By the end of the PROTEGO project, we are looking to improve the waste management situation in these communities we are serving. We are looking to promote the circular economy as well as inspiring behavioral change towards more sustainable lifestyles, specifically towards plastic reduction. It is our hope that with all these strategies and with collective action with all the stakeholders, policymakers, private sector, and the community itself, we will beat this triple planetary crisis.